For the last 2 years, 3 years, I have been very intentional with my health and wellness. And today I wanted to share some of the things that I do when I say I'm intentional with my health. I shared I shared one of these with my team a couple of weeks ago, and they thought I was a mad person, but it's fine. Let's talk about it. So when I say I'm intentional with my health, it doesn't mean that I like to say that I'm not an obsessive gym bro. I'm not crazy about counting calories. I don't even count calories. I don't know how many calories I eat in a day. I'm just like, I eat when I'm hungry and I stop eating when I'm full. I drink a lot of water. So let me just explain some of the things or some of the habits that I've adopted and I've been, trying to be consistent with on my health and wellness journey, or just being more serious with my health altogether. Now, this is just for physical health. Maybe I will create another video talking about mental health, but for now, this is just for physical health. The very first thing is meal plan/meal prep. What this means is that at the end of every week, so today is Saturday, for example, I shop once a week. If there is an emergency that I absolutely have to buy something for, I will do like a, midweek run, like on the Tuesday or Wednesday, just run to the shop, buy something else. And that's only if, that's a very strong if. A majority of the time I shop once a week. So that means I have a list. I learned this from my father. I have a list. I write out everything that I need for the week. I go shopping. I buy everything that I need. And I come home and then I put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer, whatever. So you buy everything that you need for the week on the Saturday, and then so that's the meal plan. And then the meal prep on Sunday, I meal prep about 2 or 3 major meals for the entire week. So what that means is that that's what I'm going to be eating for the rest of the week. Now, this is excluding breakfast. Number one, because I don't really eat breakfast. For me, breakfast would just be like an apple and a pear. And that's it. And some days it's not even any of that. Some days it's just water. I just drink water and I'm fine up until like 11, 12 noon, when I might have like tea. I don't drink coffee. That's another thing on the health journey. But so around 11:30, 12, I would have like a ginger tea. I do drink instant coffee. It's not as, the caffeine is not as high. So sometimes I would have instant coffee, or I would have some kind of honey and ginger tea. And that's it until lunchtime, which is usually around, 2-3 p.m. So back to the meal prep. So Saturday you buy all your things. Sunday you batch cook. Like I said, you pick 3 meals. For me, that might be like a pasta meal or a rice meal or some kind of egg sauce or just something, right? You have 3 major meals that you cook in like a lot. When I say batch cook, you're making a big quantity, so that every day, Monday to Friday, that's what I take to the office for lunch. For dinner, I eat the exact same thing every night. Now, to be honest with you, I don't stick to that 100%. I would mix it up. So, some days I come back. The goal with this is to not have to think about food too much, because a lot of times the reason why people struggle to be consistent when they have like I won't say diet, but like a meal plan, the reason you're struggling to be consistent is because it's too complicated. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to sleep in the kitchen. Nobody wants to spend. You just came back from work at 5 p.m., 5:30, 6 p.m. and you want me to go into the kitchen and spend another 2 hours cooking what? No, absolutely no. That's one thing that I think people need to be very aware of and, very honest with themselves, is that you don't want to have to think too much about food. You don't want to spend too much time cooking food, especially during the week. If you work, you are tired after work. So you want to come home, know exactly what's going on. It's the reason why a lot of people order out, because it's a no-brainer. You just pay someone, pick something, and food gets delivered to you. So that's one of the things that I do, is the meal planning and the meal prepping. So I have 1 major meal for lunch, 1 major meal for dinner. Sometimes I mix it in. Sometimes I come home and I just have like instant noodles. I won't even lie, because again, that's like 30 minutes or even less than, and you're done and you're out of the kitchen. So the most important advice I have with this is it's make it a no-brainer. And another thing is that on the weekends I mix it up. So on the weekend I have no plan. On the weekends I may wake up on Saturday and say, I feel like having waffles. The other day I woke up and I felt like banana bread, and I made banana bread. But that's the weekend. I'm not going to work. The only thing I have to do on the weekend is go to the gym and sleep. That's it. So that is much easier to manage. You have much more energy. So Saturdays and Sundays is fine. You can mix it up. You don't have to be honest, I don't even want to be that person that has to plan their meals on the weekend. No, like whatever happens. Whatever I want to cook, if I want to spend 3 hours cooking a complicated dish, is fine. I'm going to enjoy my time. But for the weekdays, you need to be honest with yourself that you're going to work in the morning, you're coming back in the evening, you just do not have that time. So I think, like I said, this is something you want to be very intentional with yourself. Do not go and set a plan that you know that you're not going to follow through with it. And another important tip when it comes to, planning your meals is that it helps you to save money. It has helped me save money because that means that I'm not going to the market for every single meal that I want to cook on Friday or whatever day, or even Saturday morning when I wake up. I say, okay, what do I want to eat for the majority of next week? Maybe I want a pasta dish. Maybe I haven't eaten this thing in a really long time and I'm craving that thing. So, write your list, go to the shop, go to the market, buy everything that you need. And that would also save you time and money during the week so that you're not having to constantly go back and forth. And please plan in your plan, make sure you add in things like fruits or sweets, because those cravings are real. And you don't want to deceive yourself thinking that you don't want to have, it's fine. Please, I buy myself a bar of chocolates or cookies almost every single week. It's fine. Life moves on. So let me know what if you are on some kind of a health journey. What are some of the things that you have tried? What are some of the habits that you have tried to adopt to? Let me know if this is something you would want me to explain in more detail, because I can literally create a video showing you exactly how I do the meal planning and prepping. But let me know if you found this helpful.